Hello and welcome back. I am Rob and you're watching Outside in the 515. Today we're going to try to get a couple truckloads split. Stay tuned. So Sheila and I are going to try to get these 2 truckloads split before we go get any more rounds. I really need this backyard to get dried out so I can get a skid loader in here and I can get the back part of it cleaned up so I can get my wood yard set up back there. That way I don't have the mess right up by my house. But yeah, I've got quite the piles going on here. Here's a pile of ash, and then that's just my mixed hardwood section, and then behind me I still got some oak I need to get split, but that's gonna be the task for the rest of the time I have off. I am gonna point out something. You're probably gonna see a firearm on me. We've had some pretty vagrant looking people walking through the properties around here, walking up and down the street. So better safe than sorry, I say. So that being said, we're gonna get the splitter fired up and get to work. Well, that's going to do it for us today. We got about halfway through that pile of rounds. As you can tell, I am sweating bad. It is humid here in the 515 today. I don't know why it wasn't supposed to be this humid. I wouldn't mind about a 10-mile-an-hour breeze. There's a little breeze behind me, but it's not blowing like that tree says it is. So I think Sheila and I are going to call it a day. And since it's so humid, I think we're going to treat ourselves to some ice cream. I'm going to go hit one of the local ice cream shops called Granny's that I went to when I was a kid. It's been around for over 50 years. So I'm not saying I'm 50, but I'm getting there. I'm pretty darn close. But yeah, all in all, we had some pretty nasty stuff in there. I don't think I'm gonna go back to that guy and get more of that, because most of it's walnut, some of it's pretty rotten. I can just go hit my honey hole out in the town not too far from me and have a lot better wood. And even if I wanted more maple, he's got tons of big ones out there that I could noodle down, and that'd be a whole lot better than this stuff. So I think that's gonna do it for us. I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, click all the bells and whistles at the bottom, and we'll catch you on the next one.